Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Mass Effect. In the last episode, we cleaned up a couple of things, small things to do on the Citadel, and then headed out to the Armstrong cluster to open up the side mission to clear out the Geth outposts in the cluster. And we visited two of the planets where the outposts are located and knocked them out, so that's done. And so we'll be moving on to the next system in the cluster, and we're going to keep working through it. So that's what we're just going to go ahead and get to work on right away. So we did, I think it's the Gagarin and the Tereshkova systems. So now we're going to head on over to the Hong system. Now I just need to find the planet that I can land on. And this would seem to be the one. Caspin is a classic pre-garden terrestrial world with a condition similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. Its hot, humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide, and an increasing amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. Should no unexpected calamity occur, these tiny plants will change the atmosphere to an Earth-like nitrogen-oxygen mix over the next few millennia. Due to its potential for future habitability and sapient life, Caspin has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any disturbance of the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and imprisonment. At present, the planet is passing through the debris trail of a long-period comet. Oh well, we're going to land on it anyway, because that's how we roll. Well, because we got to blow up those Geth, so, no choice. Alright. Where are we headed? There's the Geth outpost, and we have a couple of anomalies. Anomalous signal. Actually, let's go check those anomalies out first. And as usual, I'm going to go ahead and pause while I drive until something interesting appears. So be back in a sec. Well, I've arrived at the first anomaly. I don't expect anything too interesting here. It's just a beacon. ID tag. Buried under the beacon was an identification tag for Captain Thane. No indication of why it was hidden here or who buried it in the first place. Okay. Alright then. Anomalous signal. Well, there's some debris over there. I'm not too terribly worried about the debris, but we'll take a look at that anomalous signal, and as usual, I'll pause again, and I'll be back once we're there. Alright, I am approaching the anomalous signal, and there are red markers. We have Geth turrets. And Geth armatures. Alright, let's get them taken out. Alright, armature down. Oof. I am taking damage. Try and stay hull down here. as much as I can. Ooh. Alright, there we are. Anything interesting here? Other than just a bunch of geth? Nope. Alright then. Off to the actually marked geth outposts. Okay, got another drive ahead of me. Alright, so I'm going to pause and be back once I'm there again. Alright, I'm approaching the Geth outpost. My radar is jammed, so we should be almost there. That would sound like a dropship. And that definitely looks like an outpost. Alright. Oh, no, that's not all of them. Okay, that appears to be all of them. Except for the dropship that just showed up.
Heads up.
Oh, you're still dropping, okay. Can I actually damage the dropship? I apparently can. Alright, let's see if I can shoot it down. I don't think I've ever tried to do that before. Alright. I'll just keep blasting away at it. Let my shield recharge.
Just one more outpost left.
Okay. Oh, still. Still hostile. Alright. There we go. We're clear. Let's go ahead and head back to the Normandy. And let's move on to the next system. The VAM system.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What's wrong?
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
It's gone rogue?
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Alright, I'm on it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Alright, we'll get to that. Alright, Maji orbits the VAM binary giant stars VAM-G and is a blue star, a spectral class, whatever. Burns at half again the temperature of Sol. VAM-B is an aging red giant, over 220 times the size of Sol. Maji is a thin atmosphere of methane and carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the suns and that facing deep space causes constant wind, stirring the silica and sodium dust of the surface. Unsavory characters from the Terminus systems occasionally use Maji for forms of cruel sport, dumping slaves, hostages, quarreling shipmates, and even when bored, vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. Sounds lovely. And is also apparently home to a Geth base. Yep, so we got the red giant and the blue. Alright. So, where are we going here? Anomaly, not worried about it. Geth Outpost, that's where we're headed. And judging by the map, it's going to be up the hill a bit. And it looks like we've got our path marked for us by turrets. Shields down. And blast it.
Area secured. We got them all, Shepard.
For the moment, we've got them all. Now we're being jammed again. Alright, there's still one more. And there's a Colossus. Let's try and wear its shields down. I gotta back off. Back off.
Strange. I expect expect one of these outposts to be the main base of operations for this incursion.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and take them out. It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and take them out.
Alright. Got it. So we got one more Geth base to deal with. Okay, so let's head back to Normandy. Nothing else here is really that interesting. And we got one more system here, the Grissom system. Alright, which planet are we going to? Well, that one had a survey on it. Hold on, let me just... I'm not specifically going after them, but, you know, if we happen across them, then sure. Let's see. Also, there's a Fulcrum. There's our landable. I don't think there's anything else here to check out. So, yep. That moon. Level 1 heat hazard. Fulcrum is the largest moon of the gas giant Notanban. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is composed of various metals with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant Grissom. Surface excursions without proper protective gear are certain to prove fatal. On approach to Notanban, Normandy's passive sensor array intercepted a fragmentary coded transmission from the surface of Fulcrum. Attempts to decrypt the message were fruitless. It does not appear to be in any software coding language used by the Citadel races. Alright. Bring Tali as usual. We'll bring Garrus as well. Doesn't really matter. We're probably not going to be getting out to fight. But then again, I've said that before. And then immediately ended up in an underground facility that I had to fight through. So... we shall see what we are up against. Anomaly. Whatever that is. Alright, that's the first place we're going to head. It really shouldn't be that far away. We should get a good view of it once we crest this ridge. Yeah. Wonder if it will let me kill them at this range. Yep, one of the colossi down. I may want to get closer. Oh, that's still hit. Alright, Colossus down. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna be in an underground base. So all right. Oof. Whoa, boy. Wow. Just wants to charge, huh? Whoa, boy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was close. Whoa. Alright. Barriers up. I need cover. Whoa, it's a juggernaut. Okay.
I've lost shields.
Well, that stinks. Because it probably did not give me an autosave when I entered the building. No, it didn't. Alright, well, let me get to the point where I've entered the building, and then we'll try that again. Alright. Back in the building, and I went ahead and did a quick save here, so just in case. We can come back. I'm also going to go ahead and unlock some stuff, like lift, and perhaps some better lift. Okay. Now, I want to rearrange things. Let's move you over there. Let's put lift there. Okay.
Kill them all.
Ah. Oh, okay. And Garrus already got himself killed. All right. Alright, there's a stalker down. Man, there's a lot of fire coming in. Alright, I'm gonna wear down that juggernaut. We're trying to anyway. Alright, Juggernaut's down. Ooh, another level up. That's going to simplify matters. Alright. And there goes the destroyer. Okay, so as the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room when the monitor Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful capella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the Geth worlds beyond the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. Alright.
All clear.
Alright, let's check the place out. Alright, decrypt. Geth terminal, easy decryption. Let's grab it. You discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. Alright, let's download it. Let's see if there's anything of interest up here. It doesn't really appear to be. Other than that juggernaut. Alright, well, we got what we came for. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Alright, so I think we're probably done here. There's an anomaly over there, but I'm not worried about it. Let's just go ahead and head back to the Normandy. Alright, you've acquired detailed data files from a Geth outpost. Given the history of the Quarians, these might be of interest to Tali. So yeah, so we're going to go talk to Tali and give her those files. Alright, I also want to dump some more points into warp. No, we're gonna go ahead and increase our armor performance because we only have access to light armor, so we're gonna need as much armor as we can get. Alright, so let's talk to Tali.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Of course.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
I'm guessing for your pilgrimage.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet.
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
Alright, well, it's encrypted.
It'll take years to decipher and analyze the data.
Maybe even decades, but it's worth the time. This information will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Alright.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saturn and his Geth armies are defeated.
Good.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Okay. Actually, before I end for today, I want to talk to Rex and Garrus and see if they're ready
What do you want, Shepard?
to give me their missions yet. Let's do the personal inquiry.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Like?
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why leave?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Really?
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
And?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
But what about Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
And you went?
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Oh?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Any more information about your family?
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
Go on.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
And where is it now?
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Well, we can look for it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Good.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright, so there's Rex's mission to retrieve his family's armor. And let's see if Garrus is ready to talk about his unfinished business.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Anything specific?
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
How so?
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Really?
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So what'd you find?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Krogan testicles?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
So what'd you do?
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Smart.
Good thinking. Blackies are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Interesting.
So he was growing spare parts in his own employees.
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Did you interview him?
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
What?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
And they just let him go?
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Idiots.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
You're right.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Any more info?
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Well, give it to me.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Leon, I want to be there when you find him.
Will do. Alright, so there we go. We now have Garrus's little mission. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stop there for today. And so, first thing we're going to do when we come back is do the Rogue VI. Take care of that, and then we'll move on to those two missions there, and then we'll probably at that point break off and take care of Pharos. At least that's my plan. We do have unusual readings and strange transmission to do as well, and I need to swing back to the Citadel at some point. But, yeah, that's kind of our plan for the moment. Alright, so for now, we'll stop here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.